Hallelujah!
Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt, and today is the 21st day of December. Today is also the 21st day of the Minnesota Whiskey Elite Blind Advent Calendar. People ask me, do you live in Minnesota? The answer to that question is a resounding nope. Sorry, I don't live in Minnesota, but I used to be a neighbor of theirs. The Minnesotans just send me a blind Advent calendar, second year in a row. And they send it, and I taste whiskeys blind, and I put it on the internet, and they can view that from Minnesota. Anywho's, today on the 21st of December, we had a bit of a messy day here in the household in which we live. I had to get my hands a little bit dirty, and something died. Something died real bad. I don't want you to be alarmed. I don't need you to be alarmed. Everything's okay. Everything's going to be fine. Just chill out. Relax. Just relax. I need you to know what I did before you judge me. You might not be able to relate to this. You might be a little bit, I don't know what's the word, shocked. But a person can only take so much. And you gotta do what you gotta do. Today, my wife sat in a chair in front of me. I came up behind her and I dyed her hair red with some sort of kit from some sort of hair place that didn't provide gloves. I was going to look for gloves in the house, but I couldn't find them. And the brush they provided did not help me. I couldn't tell if her hair was being coated properly with a brush. So what I had to do was use these tiny little hands to make sure every strand of her hair was coated in this beautiful red hair dye. And her hair dyed. It dyed red. Unfortunately, so did these. And you're just gonna have to deal with it. At 37 years old, today, I finally realized what the phrase being caught red-handed meant. It means there's still blood on their hands. I did not put that together until today. So, learning something new. You learn something new every day. While we're here today, I want to dedicate today's unscrewing of the 21st pour of December to a couple members of the Minnesota Whiskey Elite who can't unscrew what they screwed. And they screwed themselves into a brand new child. Congratulations. Andy and Ashley Dwan. It's the dawn of a new day. And there's a new Dwan baby. America. I did it. That long pour was for you, Andy and Ashley Dwan. Congratulations on the new baby. Me and Andy have something in common. We put it right in the hole. Day 21. Day 21 is pretty light. It's pretty light, all right. I would say not super old. I would say not super young. It looks like a barrel-aged apple juice if you aged apple juice in an orange juice barrel for a few months. Now that this whiskey's good and dizzy inside this Penelope Glencairn glass, let's put this whiskey near our nasal cavity. Ho, 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 who would know? Ho, 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 who would know? Oh, ooh. It smells nice. It smells vanilla-like. It smells like a little bit of delicious red fruits. Yeah. Little bit of blueberry cobbler? No. Scratch that. Blueberry muffin. The nose on here, super sweet, super delectable, super enjoyable. Do I have special powers? I might have special powers. Up on the housetop, reindeer paws. Out jumps good old Schlammer Claus. Stumbled to the chimney with lots of luck. Tripped and fell down. What the? Well, the 21st day of December is not going to drink itself, so down the chimney we go. Ho, ho, ho. Ooh, wait a minute. Light and fluffy. Light and fluffy. Sweet. Tasty, light, fluffy peanut. Huh. Weird. The nose was all, hey, I'm MGP, and the palate was all, The palate is sweet, but it's more delicate than I thought it would be. Mark day 21 under the category of crushable. I could drink a whole bottle of this and not feel any ill effects other than the alcohol poisoning. It was kind of there and gone, sort of, because it seems to be a lower proof. Which is then giving like less oiliness than a typical higher proof bourbon would give. But definitely a bourbon, not a rye. Sip number 2 down the hatcheroo. This seems to be... Man, that's low proof. I don't know where to put this on the proof meter, but it tastes pretty low proof. It tastes like it could be like 90 proof maybe? Maybe like a 90 proof bourbon. It's sweet. It's tasty. It's pretty light. This is like a beach bourbon. You could bring this to the beach and just crush it. Fall asleep, and then when you wake up, your whole body's this color. Literally, your whole body would look like that. Because don't get drunk and pass out. The sun will stop shining for no one. If Santa Claus was flying over Kentucky, he wouldn't rubberneck at a bottle of this if he saw it out of his side view mirror. He would just keep going. But if he noticed it, he would say, oh, that's pretty good over there. Oh, ho, ho. But it's just a good bourbon, I think. It's weird, though, because it's there and gone so quickly. It's like, what the heck? What the heck is going... Did I even taste bourbon a second ago or not? The finish is pretty lackluster. The finish is pretty short. It's pretty clear that whatever this is pretty low proof. It's not like a super complex bourbon. I would say that it is good and yummy, but also... I would say that this has got to be like a good budget sipper. That's where my head is at here. So I just drank that ounce very quickly. You know what's weird, though? Here's what's weird. The weird thing is I'm getting a bit of nuttiness on the back of the palate, which is confusing me. The bit of nuttiness on the back of the palate is throwing me for a little bit of a loopski. A little bit of a Could this be like an Evan Williams single barrel? Or a larceny? Could this be larceny, like a larceny store pick? I didn't even think of that until right now. He-do Turkaloo, this is hard. Channeling my inner decision maker, I'm thinking that I should probably go with my gut on this one, although I feel like when I reveal it, the nuttiness will make sense. So I'm going to say this is a bourbon around 90 proof, between like 4 and 5 years old. On the nose, I was pretty sure it was MGP. The palate threw me off a little bit, but I'm going to stick with what the nose shows. That being said, I'm going to throw a Hail Mary from left field, and hopefully it ends up in the soccer net. I'm going to say this bourbon is good. It's a 7.0. I like it. It's nothing special, but I do like it. And my guess is MGP 8 and sand. That is my guess, and let's see how wrong I am. Day 21. What do we have here? On day 21, we are drinking Heaven Hill 6-year-old. Heaven Hill 6-year-old. Heaven Hill 6-year bourbon, 90 proof. It's good. It's cheap. It's a 90 proof bourbon. That's where the nuttiness came from. I would have expected this bottle to be way, way, way nuttier than what I got today. I would have thought this bottle would have been absolutely nuts. But it was just a little nuts. Just a little nuts. And speaking of little nuts, it's time for me to get out of here. Heaven Hill Green Label 6-year. That's the first time I've ever tried that. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey, and like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on starting to look for great cinnamon roll recipes for Christmas morning, because there's no better tradition to have on Christmas morning than a rack of delicious fresh baked cinnamon rolls waiting for you when you wake up. If you already have a delicious cinnamon roll recipe that you think I should maybe take a look into, go ahead and send me an email or put it in the comments below. If you don't have a delicious cinnamon roll recipe, or if that isn't part of your Christmas morning, then shame on you. Shame on you, and what are you doing? If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do so. Turns out 34% of the viewers in the last 28 days aren't subscribed. That hurts a fat guy's heart. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, I don't want to think about it. Just hit subscribe and make me not cry. It's free. It doesn't cost you a thing. All it does is makes me happy. So hit subscribe.